Hello everyone, hope you are all doing well. Welcome to another weekly analysis review. So let's get stuck in. First up is the dollar index. We saw this move back up from buyers post non-farm payrolls, and we're back above the weekly trend line at this point. And personally, I thought it was a bit of an overreaction from the markets. There were strong job figures, but wage inflation was lower than expected. And then last week, following Powell's testimony, we saw sellers come right back in, and we're back below the weekly trend line again. Seasonal wise, dollar doesn't tend to do well in July. There is now market expectation of a rate cut at the next meeting. So taking this information into account, I expect further dollar selling throughout this week and throughout the month. Uh, with these support levels highlighted here, we got the first one at 96.46, 95.85, and then 95.15. Just beware of choppy action around the data releases, especially if actuals come higher than expected. Next up is Euro. So the strong move down, break the daily trend line post NFP. Mid last week, buyers pushed the price back up. We're currently hovering below this trend line. Again, if dollar pushes down this month, then we expect euro to push further up. There's lots of resistance levels up to this swing high here. So just be wary of your targets if you are planning to go long. First sort of resistance levels around the 1.1310, then we got 1.135 level before we reach the June swing high. Pound, sellers pushed the price below the December 2018 swing low. We hit the bottom daily trend line and seen a bounce now, which is falling to line with seasonal patterns, as pound tends to do quite well in July. COT data is looking quite bullish as well. So I favor a further move, further rally to the upside and throughout this month. Target levels are highlighted here. First sort of resistance levels around the 1.2660 level, then we got the 1.2785, and then finally around the 1.285 level here. A strong move up would be nice. Nice and to get short again in August, which is the worst month for pound. Aussie dollar, seeing an inverted head and shoulders pattern on the daily. Looks like we're going back into a daily phase one, and so I favor further push up. Seasonal bullish period for Aussie is till mid to late July, so look for those intraday buy setups. First sort of target level is this monthly R1, which is the 0.7 090 level, and then beyond that is the R2, which is the 0.7150 level. New Zealand dollar, similar movements, similar seasonal bullish period to Aussie. We are in a confirmed daily uptrend. If price pushes past this daily 200 level here, then the first natural target I would be looking for is the monthly R1, which is 0.6795, and then 0.6874 level above that, which is the R2. Dollar CAD, we've seen a continuation of this daily downtrend, really shallow daily phase two, and the sellers have come back in. A point to note is that CAD has now hit a +7 or extreme strength in the currency strength matrix, which is a sign that this move down could be running out of steam soon, and we could be looking to a weekly sort of phase two pullback quite soon. In terms of targets, we've got the weekly 100 around the 1.2985 level here, and then support levels at 1.2920 and then 1.2810. So if there's any sort of move down this week, I'd expect it to be the last push down before that weekly phase 2. Dollar Swiss daily, we saw a daily downtrend, still in a daily downtrend, but now we've seen this strong phase 2. Again, it's the first sort of indication that we could be about to change trend as sellers start to lose some power and run out of steam. Expect a push down this week, and we've got the first sort of support level around the 0.9820 and then the 0.9790 level. What we could see setting up this week is if a slowdown by sellers, a formation of a daily higher low, and then a push up, changing trend. Dollar yen, so a nice retest of the daily trend line and a push up by buyers. We are in a daily uptrend, a weak daily uptrend, which fits in nicely with a weekly phase 2 downtrend. July tends to be a sort of static month for yen, so I favor further push up this month to around the 109.5 level before a possible strong sell again in August. Dollar Singapore, in a daily downtrend, we're back in a phase 1. On the 4-hour, last week we were looking to catch the first cycle. Saw a larger push than expected. The initial push up was due to bad data on the Singapore dollar side, and then the final push up was a dollar move across the board before the data release on Friday, and now we've seen sellers come back in strongly. I still favor more downside on this chart, so just look for intraday sell setups this week. Euro Oz, we talked about this before. We were in an uptrend. We've broken the previous low, weak push by buyers, and now we have formation of a daily lower high and a head and shoulders pattern, and price approaching the neckline. Look for intraday sell setups this week, targeting these long-term trend lines here. So if I zoom out a bit, you can see these trend lines in this sort of area, and the monthly S2 as a final target, so around 1.5850 level. Euro Kiwi, similar pattern. We are in a daily downtrend. Look to target the monthly S2 1.6655 region, and then we got this support level here, 1.6550 level, and this long-term trend line as well. Aussie yen, looking at some sort of inverted head and shoulders pattern forming. A nice consolidation. Strong Aussie and a yen not doing too much, and I favor a further push up this for the rest of this month. So look for those intraday buy setups. New Zealand yen, a similar pattern again. We are in a daily uptrend now, so look for intraday buy setups on the 1 hour, 4 hour, all this week to the upside. Pound yen, so strong move down, and then sellers starting to lose steam, and now we have a consolidation now at this support region here. If you drop down to the 1 hour, you can see price just nestled below these moving averages. A strong break here, and look for the first retest and intraday buy setups this week. Aussie Swiss, again we're starting to see a possible sort of inverted head and shoulders. We have confirmed daily higher low. I would look for the first break and retest to the upside this week. New Zealand Swiss, similar pattern. Look for the first clean break of this level, the previous daily high, and the first retest. Aussie CAD. Now, still a lot of work to do in terms of a buy on this pair. It all depends on how far dollar CAD can push further down this week. But as you can see, it's still in a daily downtrend, but it's starting to lose steam in terms of selling momentum. Maybe later this week we could see a push up by buyers above this previous daily high level, and then I'll be looking for the first retest to buy. New Zealand CAD, similar pattern to Aussie CAD, slow down in selling. Again, look for a push up, a break of the 50 moving average, the previous daily high, and the first retest to buy. Pound CAD, similar to most of the pound charts, we've seen strong moves down and now starting to consolidate around this level, which is a strong level. We have seen price push further down, so there is a possibility it might make a final push down. But if you look into the 4-hour chart, I would favor a buy should price clean break and retest this consolidation level here. And the final chart I wanted to look at were the US indices. We can see nice daily uptrend, bullish price action. I'll be looking for intraday buy setups on the Dow, the S&P, and the Nasdaq. Okay, that is it for me this week. As always, if you have any questions, just send them through, and hope you have a nice and profitable week.